Our third solution today is called Women Techsters, and Dewura Oladepo from Nigeria is the leader of Women Techsters. She is bringing training to underserved communities. She's had amazing success in Nigeria. She's ready to scale this program across Africa to help bring digital and technical skills to women across Africa. This is a much needed set of skills to help enhance careers and livelihoods, and we look forward to hearing from you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dewura, and I work with Tech for Dev. So I'd like to tell you a story about a young lady called Fatima Ahmed. Fatima is one of the beneficiaries of the Women Techsters program, and she's come from an underserved community in Ilorin in Nigeria. Fatima looked for a job for a really long time and stumbled on the Women Techsters program through a friend of ours. She went through our 2-week training program, and at the end of the training, she was able to get an internship placement as a front-end developer with a top software company in Lagos. 3 weeks into the internship, Fatima did get selected into the Microsoft Leap Engineering program, which is Microsoft's commitment towards building women software engineers in Nigeria and in Africa. There are a lot of women out there who want to be just like Fatima, but do not have access to the requisite skills to do so. And this is because there's a huge gender gap between men and women in the technology ecosystem in Nigeria and across Africa. As you can see behind me, for every 10 people in technology in Nigeria and Africa, 9 are men and 1 is a woman. So the Women Techsters program was actually born out of the need to bridge the digital divide between men and women in the technology ecosystem. Our mission is further strengthened by an African proverb that says, if you educate a man, you educate an individual. But if you educate a woman, you educate a nation. Yeah, thank you. So women play a very vital role in economic development, and we think it's very important to provide them access to such opportunities. So talking a bit about the Women Techsters program the Women Techsters is an experiential learning program for women within the ages of 16 to 40, teaching them digital and deep tech skills across 5 tracks: web and mobile development, games development, Internet of Things, data science, and artificial intelligence. And we did this with 3 objectives in mind. We wanted the women to get access to jobs. We wanted them to study STEM at a more advanced level, and we wanted them to actually go start up their own technology businesses. So we did a pilot called the Nigerian Women Techsters, which was done in Nigeria, and we had tremendous results. We've trained over 2,475 women across 12 communities in 12 states in Nigeria, and 25% of them are currently in a STEM-related course right now in universities and advanced level. 70% of them have started careers in STEM, and 5% of them are starting their own businesses at sort of like an MVP level. Here are some of the partners that made this possible for us: Microsoft, GIZ, and some of the state governments in Nigeria. And so I know a big question in people's minds are, how many more Fatimas can we train? Are there job opportunities for them out there? I would say a big yes. According to the IFC, by 2030, 230 million jobs in sub-Saharan Africa will require digital skills. And hence the reason why we have this ambitious goal where we're going to train 5 million women by 2030 across Africa. So what do we need to get to where we're going? Partners, partners, partners. We need financial partners who could support our learning delivery. We need technology and infrastructure partners such as partners with connectivity that could provide us innovation hubs, corporate partners, and among others. And we also need learning delivery partners that could help us strengthen our curriculum and provide some sort of mentorship for our women. You could follow us, our progress and our work at our website and our social media handles, and we do hope that you help us to be able to get women a place in the future of work. Thank you.
Okay, if our acceleration partners could please join us on stage. Thank you, Dewura. Please introduce yourself.
Yeah. My name is Ashit Patel, and I work with Salesforce, where we believe that the business of business is to improve the state of the world. What you're doing is amazing because, as we all know, that a key driver of GDP is a very vibrant, strong, skilled women in workforce. And that's what you enable at scale and with very low cost. You've proven that in Nigeria, and as you guys reach out across the African continent and beyond, I'm looking forward to seeing how you guys develop the tech partnership as well as corporate partnerships to make that happen, and would like to hear more thoughts from you on that.
Okay, so thank you. We're looking to the kind of a bit of partnerships that we're working on in terms of technical partnerships. We're looking for learning delivery, like I said earlier, learning delivery partners. We're looking to strengthen our curriculum. So we're looking for some sort of like organizations that have content. So we're looking towards like building like a larger platform where we can aggregate content for the women to actually go on in their learning phase, to actually go learn more on the platform. So it's one thing to come to the program for 2 weeks. It's another thing because this is a lifelong journey, and it's important that there are access to resources for them to be able to go ahead and do this. So that's very important to us. Then the mentorship as well for the women, it's very, very important to us. We're looking for organizations who are passionate about women and their development and can serve as some sort of like role models to these women. Because one of the surveys that we did personally, one of the major reasons why the women said they were not interested in technology was because most of the role models, right, are male. So we're looking at a situation where we could have more women who could come into the program and show them the girl power and say, you can do this, right? You can become who you want to become, and these opportunities out there exist for you. Thank you.
I'm Radhika Shah, representing the SDG Philanthropy Platform, which is a global platform launched in 8 countries, bringing government, UN, and philanthropy together. I want to applaud the work of women texters in Nigeria, making technology education an equalizer so that we can achieve SDG 5, especially at this moment when we have transformational leaders like the Deputy Secretary General, also from Nigeria, Amina Mohammed, transforming the world. It's exciting to see how you're creating so many others like her. My question is, how can we, the SDG Philanthropy Platform, help with partnerships with UN, government, philanthropy? How could we add value?
So we're basically looking for, like I said, like partners. So we're looking more at, for example, within the UN, for example, would be like the UN women. We're also looking at the UNDP. We're also looking at the ITU. They will be like very important partners for us to onboard, for us to be able to sort of scale our work. We're also looking for like our government partnerships because we understand the critical role of advocacy and the critical role of having government support behind you. You're able to go further in terms of implementing the program that way. So those kind of partnerships will be very critical to us and will be helpful.
Dura, what you're doing is amazing. And empowering women drive the economy of the African continent, and that's the reality that we need to face. And I really want to know how can I, from Startup Bootcamp, sorry everyone, my name is Matabani from Startup Bootcamp. I really want to know how we can partner together with you to take women, put them in jobs, and accelerate the technology landscape and innovation landscape across the continent.
Okay, so in terms of the jobs bit, for us it's quite important that the women are able to, get into some level of like, how do I put it? So get them into the kind of jobs that are quite important for them in terms of the learning tracks that we had mentioned. So in terms of the entrepreneurship bit, we're looking more for our like your organization, like innovation hubs that can assist us with mentorship and funding for the women who want to go into the entrepreneurial track. Very important for them, such that they can continue with what it is that they've started out. Quite a number of them, like I said, are already at some level of MVP. They are now currently looking for some level of funding to advance the work that they do. So it's very important to us if we can get like access to sort of like innovation hubs that can help us achieve those goals.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Hi everyone. Welcome to the Women Techstars Bootcamp Cohort 3.2 info session. Thank you all for joining. I'm joining early. I could see some comments since the video started playing, and I could see some really nice comments. Thank you all so much for the good words, kind words. Yeah, that's the goal of Tech for Dev, to ensure that through our Women Techstars programs, to put in a lot of women as much as possible into the technology ecosystem and ensure we are there with them every step of the way. Thank you all so much for joining. Just to a bit of confirmation, just to be sure that you can hear me. If you just like to comment, say, oh, yes, I can hear you. If you can get like yes, that will be helpful to help understand that we are having great feedback. Hi, Favor, are you there? Can you hear me?
Hi, Usman. I can hear you loud and clear. Can you hear me?
Hi, Favor. You're speaking. Probably you're muted. Might want to. Okay, great. I can already see comments that people can hear me.
Okay, so can you hear me now, Usman?
No, Favor. I can see that you are asking if I could hear you, but I mean I can't. You're probably muted. All right, while Favor sort out that, welcome everyone to the Women Techstars Bootcamp Course 3.2 info session. My name is Usman Gafar, and I'm with digital media team here at Tech for Dev. Joining me here on the call is Favor Olenloa. She's part of the Women Techstars Bootcamp team at Tech for Dev. And today we are going to be taking you through the practical steps in terms of how to ensure that we put in a good application for the Women Texas Bootcamp. And just a bit of information as well. This application is the last application for the Women Textiles Bootcamp for this year, and it is very important that if you are planning to apply, you put in your all and you do it the good way. The Women Textiles Bootcamp usually takes a lot of application. We usually receive a lot of applications, and we are currently receiving applications from 22 African countries and even more. So it's a very competitive process. So it's going to be very important that you apply the right way and you ensure that you put in your all for the application. I can get feedback that people can hear favor as well. Okay, that's good. I guess I'll just work on my output as well. So hi favor, how are you doing today? Can you just walk us through the Women Techstars Bootcamp process? What is it? What it is like? What's the program? Who's the program for? What learning track do you take in the program and all of those information? Over to you, Favor.
Okay, hi, Usman. I'd like to confirm that you can hear me now. Usman, can you hear me now? Okay, please, if you can hear me, kindly make use of the comment section so I can know that you can hear me. Hi, Usman.
Hi, Favor. What are you saying? Something?
Yeah, I want to confirm that you can hear me, please, before I go
I
ahead.
Favor, you can proceed. They can hear you. I can't hear you, but I'm trying to ensure that I fix that up. But you can proceed, please.
Okay, that's very well. So, hello everybody. My name is Favor Olelua, and I work with the Women Techstars team here at Tech for Dev. And to be specific, I work with the Women Techstars Bootcamp team, and it's so nice to be amongst you guys today. And I will be shining more light on the Women Techstars Bootcamp. What is it about? What is the application process like? What are the things that the process entails? And I will also be assisting you to ensure that you have a seamless journey throughout your application process. So I would like to start by introducing what the Women Textile Program Initiative is. The Women Textiles Initiative is an initiative under Tech for Dev, which aims to bridge the digital knowledge divide between men and women across 22 African countries. That's so amazing. That's not an easy task to achieve, but it's something that we at Tech for Them has decided to take on as a mission and as a task for us to achieve. So under the Women Techstars Initiative, we have 5 programs. Under the Women Techstars Initiative, we have the Open Day, we have the Tech Drive, we have the boot camp, we have the fellowship and the master class. If you are someone that follows Tech for Dev page across their social media platform, you'll be quite familiar with some of these programs that we have under the Women Techstars Initiative. But this particular info session is for the Women Techstars Bootcamp, which is a 3 weeks intensive training, and we get to get applicants across 22 African countries, and they'll be trained in intermediate level skills across 5 learning tracks. I say 5 learning tracks. We mean data analysis, product management, product design, cyber security, as well as software development. So the Women Textiles Bootcamp is a 3 weeks training, and I'm very sure some of you will be contemplating your head that how much can I learn in the space of 3 weeks? This is a proven program to show excellence, and they have a proven track record of a large amount of people that have been a part of the program, and they can sincerely recommend this program for you. It's a 3 weeks training where you have 2 weeks for your lectures and 1 week to work on your project alongside your peers, and it just provides for networking with like minds, and it's an experience that I'm very sure that every single person should be part of. Once again, we offer training in intermediate level skills across 5 learning tracks. We have the product design, product management, cybersecurity, data analysis, and software development. So that's basically what the Women Textiles Bootcamp is. I'm very sure Usman will be running some questions, and I will be using that one to address most of the questions that we would like to know. But okay, over to you, Usman.
Right. Yeah, thank you very much, Favor, for that explanation. Right. So, as you've heard, it's the Women Testers Bootcamp, a 3 weeks intensive intermediate level bootcamp that gives you the background, the foundation into any of our 5 learning track of your choice. And yeah, as I said as well, you might be thinking it's going to be difficult for you to learn anything in the space of 3 weeks. But we can tell you for free that a lot of people have gone through the boot camp, and in 3 weeks they've been able to do something well for themselves. And in fact, we've seen people get into jobs. We've seen people get into freelancing opportunities, and in fact, people also move from there into advancing whatever they have learned during the boot camp. So don't see it as one of those boot camps that you not learn so much. It's instructor led, even though it's better, it's instructor led, and it's very important to note that you learn every day from an instructor coming into the class. All right. Favor, just a quick one on the for the application for the 3.2. What are the things that need to be put in place before applying into the bootcamp? What are the most important things that we need to put in place before applying into the bootcamp?
Okay, thank you so much, Usman. Thank you so much for that. Like I said, the Women Testers Initiative is one of a kind in terms of what they offer, what they bring to the table. I like to use that word. Um, 40% of people that apply for the Women Testers Bootcamp get in. That makes 60% not being able to get in, and that's quite a number of people. And this is due to people not following instructions, and people not keeping up to date with basic information, people not checking their mails, checking our social media platform, because I can vouch that our social media platform are as active as they can be, and they provide information as regards the Women Textiles Bootcamp. So for the application, I don't know, Usman kind of dropped off, but I would like to know if you guys can still hear me. So for the application, a call for application will be going out on Monday for the Women Textiles Bootcamp for 3.2. And
Hi, Favor. I'm still here. I'm still here. I'm still here.
okay, yes, man. Sorry, I could not see it
Yeah.
on my screen. I just assumed. So
Yes. Yes.
the call
Yeah.
for application will be going out on Monday, and the call for application is going to run for 2 weeks. After which we'll receive the applications and they will be screened. So one of the most important thing while you're applying for the Women Textiles Bootcamp, not just the Women Textiles Bootcamp, for any possible program that you're applying for, it's very important that you listen to instructions. It's very important that you provide your right and correct details. There's no point rushing for a application that lasts for 2 weeks. And that's to say that you don't have to start the application and leave it and just forget until the deadline. But I'm just trying to say that you can take your time and ensure that every single detail you are filling in are accurate and correct. In a situation where I want to write my name as Blessing, please do not send it Blessing. Blessing and Blessing are different people entirely. That's just how important it is for you to provide your right information. There's a field that has to do with you providing your email, which is very, very important because during this training, we send mails, we share information and updates via the mail that you provide. And like I have more than 50% of people that get admitted into the program don't even know when class starts, don't even know where the orientation holds or anything. And that's due to the fact that they refuse to check their mails, or perhaps they provided a very wrong email address. If you're writing Olenwa Favor at techfordem.com, it's different from Olenwa Avo, excluding the F. And that's just to tell you that putting in the right details is very important. When we send out mails and your mail bounce, they won't come and tell us that, sorry, oh, she put a comma instead of a full stop. Can you kindly help send it and correct it to her? We can't put ourselves in your shoes. That's why we are asking you to provide us this information. So when you are trying to apply for the Women Textiles Bootcamp Cohort 3.2 or any application that you'll be trying to complete, it's essential that you check your details, your personal details, your name, your email address, your contact, every single information that we need. And it's also very essential that you don't just, how do I explain? For the application, there's a part for your personal details, there's a part for your learning track. There's a part where you get to state why you want to go for that particular learning track. There's a part where you state your motivation for you to want to begin this journey with us here at Tech for Dev. This is just to tell you that it's an open box for you to actually express yourself. And don't just be in an hurry to just say, I want to do tech because I want to do tech. I want to take this journey because everybody is in tech. You have to have like a motivation and passion. Why do you want to be in the data analysis track? Why do you want to be in the product management track? Why do you want to be in product design track? All these are things that we check for in your application. We try to want to get people that are willing to do this. They know what they want to do it for. They know the essence and the need why they want to take part in this particular training, which is something that we look out for a lot. So when you're applying, the first thing I mentioned is that you ensure that your details are inputted correctly, not just don't just brush through everything. We've seen situations where from the application, you fill in your name as there's a space for the first name, your middle name, and your last name. And you fill something like Ojo, Bisola, none. For someone that does not, okay, we've seen cases for people that say they don't have a middle name and they just impute none. There's nothing like none. If you don't have that particular detail, you just leave it blank. It's very essential that you read the instructions and you provide the answers as required. Then about the parts where you get to state your motivation, things that drive you. What are the things that you are interested in as an individual? What are the things that you feel like they resonate with the kind of person that you are? Would like to know if that really befits the particular learning track that you choose to go for. Then another thing that is very, very important as well is there's a segment for basic questions on the application. Do not be scared. We know that Women Textiles Bootcamp is a very beginner-friendly program. We don't expect you to have a million of certifications before you're able to get into the program. It's a beginner-friendly course, and we invite people that just want to kickstart their careers in tech to be a part of this particular program. So I'm trying to say that for basic questions, we ask questions based on the learning track you're trying to go for, and they're as basic as it can be, nothing in depth work, because we mentioned that it's a beginner friendly program. So do not be scared. You are required to take that assessment, and please do make sure that you take it with all your best, because it's one of the things that we use to screen out candidates for the Women Textiles Bootcamp. After the application process, when we get to screen, we send out mails to successful applicants that congratulations on making it into the Women Textiles Bootcamp. We are so excited to have you. So you check your mail, and that was why I reinstated the fact that it is very essential that you provide your correct details, because any email you fill in the application is what you will be communicated to via. If you fill in favorlelua@techfordem.com, sorry, I keep making myself as an example, but that is the only means we can reach out to you. And we won't start checking everybody and say, okay, let us call this person. Our mail didn't go through. The primary means of communication is via mails for the Women Textiles program. So I want to encourage you to check your mail. We will send a mail out, and don't just be excited to see the congratulations. We attach a particular survey, a baseline survey, as we call it here at Tech for Dev, to the congratulatory mail. So it's just a form of, okay, you've gotten into the program. But how shall we that you got this mail and are you accepting your admission? Most cases, we see few people filling the baseline when we have a higher number already of people already getting into the program and they just read their mails and I'm like, okay, I made it into the Women Techsters program. It's always good for you to be more detailed. Go through the mail that you received. There's always a baseline survey attached to that particular congratulatory mail. Reach out to it and make sure you fill it. We give the baseline survey a 1 week ultimatum. You are expected to fill the baseline survey within a week. Everything aside a week, the form would be closed and would not be accepting response. Only people that fill the baseline survey will proceed to join their classes as they have affirmed and accepted the admission provided to them by the Women Techsters Bootcamp. So I don't want a situation where you come to us and say, okay, oh, I got admitted, I received the congratulatory mail, but I didn't get any follow-up mail. The baseline survey is as important as the application, as it is the prerequisite for you to actually join your learning platform. And for the baseline survey, another thing is that I mentioned previously that it's very important for you to actually read instructions. For the baseline, it is required that you fill the baseline only with an Outlook address. So if you fill the application with oleluafavor@gmail.com, for the baseline survey, you are filling oleluafavor@outlook.com. And I'm not saying you just have to tweak your Gmail to your Outlook. You have to open an Outlook account. And do not fear if you're someone that you don't know your way around doing things like this. We at Women Techsters Bootcamp, we are very considerate, we are very deliberate, and we are very intentional about everything we do. So when we send out a congratulatory mail attaching a baseline survey, we attach a step-by-step guide as to how you can create an Outlook account. So you can reach out to that guide, create an Outlook account, as that's what you will be required for you to fill in the baseline survey. If you fill the baseline survey with any other mail aside the Outlook.com, you will be automatically screened out. And I wouldn't want any single person to miss out on an opportunity. If you started the journey with us, getting the congratulatory mail, or even being a part of this call right now, I'm very sure that as soon as the application go out on Monday, you guys are ready to ace your application. So if you're on this call already, I'm just telling you that when you get your congratulatory mail, that is not just the bus stop for you. And don't just sit around waiting for communication. Our social media platform, like I said, is very active. As soon as the mail go out, there will be a banner on across our social media platform. You've got a mail 3.2. So you can check out for that. You can check your mail. And when I mean your mail, don't just restrict yourself to your inbox. Check your spam, check your junk folder. Act like someone that is expecting an exciting news. Do not just wait around and say, I've not gotten anything, I've not gotten anything. So after you fill the baseline, make sure you fill with an Outlook. And only people that fill with an Outlook.com account will be added to their learning platform. So I don't want you to get into the program and miss out on this opportunity. So if you want me to run through it again, I will do it over and over and again, over and over again. But just for summary and just to be sure that we are on the same page, a call for application goes out. Ensure that you fill your correct details. Ensure that you state your motivation for that particular learning track and why you want to kickstart this journey here at Tech for Dev. And as well, look out for take your assessment. Ensure that you try to ace your assessment as it's one of the prerequisites for the screening. So upon receiving a mail, do not just get excited and just say, okay, I've received the mail, that's all. Please read to the end of the mail. You can go as far as thank you, warm regards, Women Techsters Bootcamp. Do not just stop in between or something. Everything that mail consists is a very, very important and essential information. So make sure you reach out for it. So you fill your baseline survey and ensure that you fill it out with an Outlook account, and not just an Outlook account, a valid and active Outlook account that we can reach out to you on. And following all these instructions, you are already in class, because as long as you follow all these instructions, you'll be added to your learning platform. So that's just basically what the Women Techsters Bootcamp application is all about. Thank you so much, Usman. Hi, Usman.
Yeah, that was very. Can you hear me, Favor?
Yes, I can hear you, Usman. Please go ahead.
Okay, that was very, 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 how would I put it, comprehensive. That was very comprehensive, and I'm sure everyone on the call would by now have an understanding of what the Women Textiles Bootcamp is, how to apply, what to look out for when you apply, necessary things that you need to do, after your application. Once you've gotten the admission, the things you need to do. Favor has been able to give us all of those comprehensive feedback. So I have questions here. I'll just read them out and just answer briefly. Someone is asking, is this program only for women?
Okay, sorry, I guess I skipped that part. The Women Techstars Initiative, like I said, an initiative under Tech for Them, focuses only on women. So every program under the Women Techstars Initiative focuses on women, but do not feel left out about that. Here at Tech for Them, we have different courses that you can try out. We have different courses that you can be a part of as a guy or as a lady. But the Women Techstars Initiative particularly focuses on ladies.
All right, great. Thank you so much, Favor. Yeah, the Women Textiles program, as the name implies, Women Textiles is for women, girls and women. However, for males, we have other programs like the Digital Schools Nigeria program, the Advanced um, and the basic programs that you can apply for. So yeah, that's by the way. Someone is asking, do we submit our mails to get the application, or we just look out on our social media platforms and then apply? So this person is asking, are they supposed to submit their email somewhere? Then when the application out comes out, we then send them the application form, or they look out for the application links on our social media platforms and then they pick it up and apply themselves.
Okay, that's very essential as well. You don't need to submit your mail to any particular medium. Just like you got the information that an info session will be happening today on our social media platform, it's the same way you're going to see the call for application across our social media platform. Our social media platform are very efficient and one that you should look out for. Every single information that you need, every single thing you need to know about tech for them will be on the social media platform. So as soon as the call for application goes out, there will be a banner across all the platforms that says call for application for Women Textiles Bootcamp Cohort 3.2. So you can just look out for it, then proceed to begin your application.
All right, great. Thank you, Favor. Someone is asking, are we to apply using our Outlook account at this time?
Okay, so if you are someone that has an Outlook account that is very, 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 very active, and there's no issue applying with that. But for people that do not have yet, it's allowed for you to fill in your Gmail, then later on, or any account you have, then later on you fill in your Outlook. We are going to be using Outlook account in this particular training. But for the first stage, any mail is accepted, and including your Outlook account. Just make sure that if we're trying to reach you, it's something we can reach you on. Ensure that it is very, very active, something that we can just say, okay, we're sending out mails and we know the situation of your mail bouncing. So if you know your Outlook is very active, you make it update frequently, you can use it for the application.
All right. Thank you very much. So yes, regardless of the account you have, just ensure we are able to reach you through that account, be it Outlook or
Or
Gmail
your own
or
mail,
any or Yahoo Mail, any
as long as
email
it
that
has.
you yeah. Yeah, thank you. I was just gonna, but it's very important to note that this program is going to be you'll be taking your classes via Microsoft Teams, which requires you to have an Outlook email eventually. So this is when you are, but we are going to request for that email when you get into the program. So that's by the way for now. Thank you, Shiloh. Thanks for the appreciation. We really appreciate you as well for joining. Mr. Good day, just joining. What's up? Yeah, this is the Women Textiles Bootcamp for 3.2 application info session. Next week, the application will be going live. And as we have mentioned earlier, this is going to be the last application for 2023. So if you intend to get into the bootcamp, this is the last chance for this year, right? We don't intend to stop. However, for this year, this is the last call for application and application that we're going to be running out for this particular year. So if you are intending to apply, it's very important that you begin to ask questions now. We are on the call, and after the session, we can also go over the videos. They are going to be on our social media platforms. They are going to be on our social media platforms that we are currently streaming on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and YouTube, right? Yeah. Okay. Somebody was mentioning that she wants to ask regarding the Cohort 3.2, and they didn't get a mail regarding the commencement of the course. What could have happened? Favor?
Okay, so I will just use that opportunity to run us through the program structure for the Women Textiles Bootcamp so that that particular person can know where she missed out or something. So, like I said, after the application, you get a baseline survey, which is required that you fill in an Outlook account. For every single person that didn't fill in an Outlook account, you were automatically screened out. Hence, the reason why you would not receive a follow-up mail. So, for everybody that fills in an Outlook account after like the baseline survey, we send out a mail, a second congratulatory mail, and in this particular mail, it consists of the date and link for your orientation session. The orientation session is like, okay, I just go into school, let's have our matric. We're trying to just welcome you into the family, tell you what the program is all about, what are the things you are going to be doing. You meet your facilitators, you meet with the Women Textiles Bootcamp team, and also social media, you get to share. I just got accepted into the Women Textiles Bootcamp. Quite a whole lot of activities, and the orientation is one that every single person that made it into the program should not miss, as all the updates and information that you will need to navigate your way around the training will be shared during the Women Textiles Bootcamp orientation. So after the orientation, okay, sorry, I was talking about the baseline mail that has attached the date for the orientation, as well as the invite, the link for the orientation, as well as a step-by-step guide as to how you can navigate your ways around joining teams. I'm still going to speak about the learning platform used for this training, but for now, you will just get a step-by-step guide on how to join teams. And this may will have a subject that says urgent next steps. So it's urgent. There are things that you need to do, like ASAP, ASAP. There are things that you need to do. So you have to check the mail, read what it entails, join this, use the step-by-step guide to join teams, attend the orientation session, and also there's a technical session. I mentioned women stars. We're not yet to joke. We are very intentional about everything we do, and for everybody that encounters certain technical issues, we have a technical session for them that same week, and we'll add the dates, the invites to that particular mail that goes out after filling the baseline survey. So in as much as you filled the baseline survey and you filled in an Outlook account, you receive that mail inviting you to the orientation, a step-by-step guide as to how you can join teams, as well as an invite for your technical session. So during the orientation session, we share the timeline, we share the training. I'm still going to run you across the batches, the learning track, the platform for learning. If the training is completely free, the countries that we've gotten to, quite a number of things. We're still going to get there. But for the orientation session, we have members of the Women Textiles, Tech for Them in general, come on the call, familiarize you with the program schedule, when do batch A start classes, when do batch B start classes, what is the official learning platform for the Women Textiles Bootcamp, who are facilitators, is this self-paced, instructor-led, and I can tell you that the Women Textiles program is an instructor-led training. You have your facilitators come to class, join you in class, have a collaborative environment, and just learn extensively. So that will also be done during the orientation session. Then you get to meet people, you get to spotlight amazing people on the call. Like I said, okay, let me just say it now. Women Textiles Bootcamp currently is in 22 African countries, and we receive applications from even more. So we get to spotlight people from different parts of the world. You see someone from Egypt, someone from Rwanda, you see someone from Liberia, and as far much as 22 different countries. Come on the call and just give an opportunity for you to network with one another. Then the Women Textiles Bootcamp, I don't know if anybody's familiar with Olabisi. Olabisi comes on the call and Olabisi tells you this is when you start your class, this is what you need, this is how to go about it. So for every single person that attends the orientation, you have all the detail, your timeline, every single thing that you need to have a seamless process in the Women Textiles Bootcamp program. So and after that, we send a mail, to remind people of the technical session that technical session is today, as well as all these things that we do. We put it up on our social media. When it's time for your orientation, you see it on our social media. When it's time for technical session, you see it. So even if you're someone that you get to miss out on few of your meals, which I will tell you that Women Textiles Bootcamp, as soon as you're in the program, ensure that you do not miss out on any of the meals sent. So you see most of these posts that our orientation is tomorrow, because we really are excited to have you amongst us, and we are so eager to celebrate with you. So the week after the orientation, which is always on a Monday, you start your class for batch A. So for the Women Textiles program, we have two batches. I can't just skip that yet. I might go through it again, but we have two batches. We have the weekday batch and the weekend batch. So if you're someone that you do a 9 to 4, you are someone that's working during the day might not be really as convenient as it is, or you have somewhere to be, you have your work to go to, we recommend the weekend batch because the weekdays batch, which is batch A, they have their classes from Monday to Friday within the period of 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. It's a 4 hours class. You're having a 3 weeks training, and I promise you that the 4 hours is it has everything you need in it. So you have the batch A classes Monday to Friday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. But for the weekdays, we have your class start on Thursday by 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. Friday, 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. Then for Saturday and Sunday, when you're already in class, your facilitators are given the ability to run polls. They just indicate if you want 9 to 10, 10 to 11, 11 to 12, considering people that are in the class to decide what time you get to hold your class. So the weekend batch, your class from Saturday, Sunday are quite flexible. But for the weekdays batch, we have our classes from Monday to Friday, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. So those are the two batches that we have, and class starts for batch A on the Monday. Then on the Tuesday, we send out a mail as a reminder for people that for certain reasons did not attend the orientation, or for certain reasons they were unable to join class. We send out a reminder to say class have commenced. Women Texters Bootcamp Cohort 3.2 classes commence. So you reach out to the mail and we're like, okay, classes have commenced. If you're yet to make it to class, get on that flight and ensure that you get to your class now, because the Women Texters Bootcamp, we're going to get to the grading system, but it's one which the attendance is strictly needed. And I said it's an instructor-led course. The facilitator can't be coming to class and you don't attend classes. It's very essential that you have the required attendance and you make yourself available for the training. So classes commence, and throughout this process, there's no lack of communication. Every single information that you need is being shared to you across your Outlook mail. And I said, do not just restrict yourself with inbox. Check your spam, check your junk. And for every single person that reach out to us in the process of the application, we are more than available to respond as well. So you check these three places and just reach out for mails. And if not, our social media platform, you can check on there for updates as regards your program. There's no point getting into the program and you miss out on certain information. These are opportunities that few people want to learn. Like I said, just 40% of people that apply make it into the program. So I want you to make like the best use of it and ensure that every step of the way you're more than available and ready to check your mails, stay up to date with information, and just follow instructions. And I can assure you that the Women Textiles Bootcamp is going to be like an amazing ride for you. Thank you. Hi, Usman.
Yeah, thank you so much, Favor. Thank you for your detailed explanation, and I'm sure our attendees have actually gotten a grasp of what the Women Textiles Bootcamp is about. I just have let me just answer this because someone was asking. So basically, Outlook is the only email required. So just as they have said, and thank you, Gold Alabe, for responding to that. You can use any email for your application, any type of mail. However, as soon as you get your congratulatory email, you are going to request that you fill a baseline survey with your Outlook email. So from that step upwards, you use your Outlook email. However, if you need to apply for the bootcamp, you can apply with any email you have that's functioning at the moment. So thank you all very much. Thank you so much for joining us. We do not have so many questions anymore. Thank you, Favor, for those deep and extremely and explanatory explanations that you have given us. Rather, thank you so much. And if there are no more questions, so we're just going to tell you that by Monday, look out next week Monday. So look out for the application for the Women Textiles Bootcamp Cohort 3.2, which happens to be the last application for the year 2023. Yeah, thank you all very much, and you have okay. Yeah, you have something to say, Pedro?
Yeah, sorry for the interruption. I just wanted to say I
Yeah, that's
claim
fine.
emphasis on the fact that Every single program under the Women Textiles Initiative is completely free. You are not
Okay.
paying for anything. The application process is free. Getting to class is free. Every single thing is totally free. And for the countries that we are in, we're in Nigeria, we're in Kenya, we're in Ethiopia, we're in Ghana, we're in Morocco, Angola, Zimbabwe, Liberia, Gambia, Sierra Leone, Zambia, Rwanda, Botswana, Tanzania, DR Congo, Madagascar, Mozambique, South Africa, Uganda. And if you end your leave, just know that you are eligible for you to apply for this Women Textiles program. Like I said, 22 African countries. The program is totally free. Application goes out on Monday. We have 5 learning tracks: data analysis, product design, product management, cybersecurity, and software development. We have 2 batches, batch A and batch B, and you get to choose what batch you would like to belong to. And it's a 3 weeks training, 2 weeks for your classes, and a week for you to work on your project with your colleagues. So I just wanted to be sure that we got all this information, and it has been a very nice experience joining you guys on the call. And I can't wait for you guys to ace your application. I can't wait for us to start seeing these numbers coming. And ensure that you share this opportunity with someone as well. Do not be selfish with this opportunity. Share to someone that does not have access to this information. You only act based off the information that you have. So it's an amazing opportunity. Ensure that you share with your network and even far and beyond. So it's been so nice talking to you, and thank you so much, Usman. It's been so nice being on here with you. Thank you so much, Usman.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you so much. Hi, Ellen. I understand you're just joining. We're going to end the session now. You can go back to watch the recording. It's a virtual training. It's not on site. You can listen to the recording after the session to get more information about the program. Thank you all, and do have an amazing weekend. Bye.
Bye. Have a nice day.